What is up? Welcome to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs. Once again, I'm Kier, and my partner Jason is not here, but I will be doing this review myself. I'm actually going to be reviewing a new film that is now in theaters, and it's called Wrath of Man, which stars Jason Statham and is also directed by Guy Ritchie. And they've worked together in the past. I know Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is one of the first films where I discovered both Guy Ritchie and basically Jason Statham, which was about 20 years ago. But this is the new film that just came out in theaters, and just had a chance to check this out last Thursday with my son. And I say, without further ado, let's get into the review. So let's get into it. So it's kind of hard to go too in depth about Wrath of Man, just because there are a few plot twists that happen. If you see the trailer, you'll probably know what some of those twists are. But in a nutshell, basically, Jason Statham is his character has been just hired, working as basically a security or like a Brinks truck driver. Basically, there's a company that's down in LA. They have a different name, but basically he's like they go and pick up money from basically cash places, and then obviously escort them to their vault or to the banks or whatever case may be. And so he's basically been hired on. In the very beginning of the film, we actually see one of those trucks has actually been hijacked, and they basically shot the drivers and killed some innocent bystanders and that sort of thing. And then we kind of flash forward to basically Jason Statham's character interviewing for the job. He gets the job, gets hired, kind of starts to know all the local people in the job. They know there's something like dark and kind of mysterious about him, and you don't really know kind of what why he's in this role. And he basically I guess does the testing in order to get the job. He doesn't shoot that accurate, and he kind of like scores just enough to like pass, and so they don't think very much of him. And then they get into an actual situation where they actually are being basically hijacked, and they actually have one of his fellow guards. Basically, they've got a gun to his head, and basically Jason Statham, does what Jason Statham does. Basically, comes out and basically just kills everybody. Basically, with like precision, accuracy. You know what I mean, and just like kills all like 5-6 bad guys basically in a matter of just minutes, which is obviously impressive and that sort of stuff. And then you find out kind of midway through the movie that basically he has a motive for actually being basically being there. There's a reason why he's there, and I really can't go into spoilers about it. It's just like one you have to see, but it is a very, very interesting kind of twist that's actually told throughout the movie. Overall, I enjoyed the film. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great or fantastic. It is a good action film, and I'm an action junkie, so I do love films that have a lot of action. My only, I guess, slight gripe with it is if you've ever seen a Guy Ritchie film, or even most Jason Statham films, they are action-packed or they are action-driven, but they're also part comedy as well. This was kind of one of the films where there was really no humor in it, and that's not always necessarily a problem for me. I mean, I love films that are just matter-of-fact and straight to the point, like Heat is one of those types of films where they just basically get straight to the point. It's very serious and that sort of thing. But this one just felt a little too serious for me, and I don't know why. It just didn't. There was, for one, everybody in the film is kind of like not really good people. There's not really a whole lot of like, you like Jason Statham because he's the star, but you could tell he's a flawed individual. And then all the people that he works with, they all seem like basically douchebags. So they're like all the people that he works with at the security place, they're all just like, they talk to each other kind of way. They're like really just, kind of always laying into each other. Like his first day on the job, he's like getting like crap from all of his other, coworkers, you know what I mean? It's just like, doesn't really feel like a place you'd really want to work in. And then like everybody that's in the movie, they all seem to be kind of like that anti-hero type mentality. So none of the characters are really like super likable or characters that you're going to really root for. So you're basically just there for the action. And you do get that. As is customary with any Jason Statham film, is you're going to get some action, and you definitely get that in the film. So I can't say that you don't get what you paid for. If you're looking for an action film, you're going to get it. If you want to see, Jason Statham, fight bad guys and shoot and kill guys and that sort of stuff, then you're definitely going to get that. I enjoyed it. I just found it to be like a little bit too serious, and Wish they could have added. I don't know if it's humor. Maybe it's a little bit of humor, just something. Maybe a little bit more personality to the characters would have been good. And so that's really the only major gripe that I have with it. Other than that, I mean, it's a fine action film. It's definitely a good popcorn film, if you will. And I'm not saying you're not going to be entertained or you're not going to get your money's worth, but it's just for my taste. I just wanted to see a little bit more added to it. Like I said, whether it be humor, whether it be a little bit more of just a personality. I mean, because he's pretty much serious the entire film. He doesn't laugh. He has no humor. He's just there for the job. You know what I mean? And you're not really like getting a whole lot. You do find a little bit more about his background as the movie goes on, but there's still not a whole lot of personality to him, which kind of makes for not a very great character for me to like sympathize with, really. You know what I mean? And like I said, he's kind of an anti-hero on top of that. So it's double hard to root for somebody that's not really a good guy, for one. And then also his personality is so just like brooding and just like, no humor to him. You know what I mean? There's no joking or anything of that nature. And there's some reasons why he might be so serious. So, which I don't want to go into spoilers about that, but it also just doesn't make for the most fun film when you're watching it. So I don't know, just my overall gripe. But overall, if I had to grade the film, I would definitely give it a 3 out of 5 because it is a good film and I did enjoy it. I was never bored or anything of that nature. Like I said, I just wish they had added a little bit more to his character, made him a little bit more of a likable character in some capacity. You could still be a bad guy, just have some sort of characteristics that I can like or get behind. And then the bad guys also, once you really find out who these guys are, you don't even find out who they are till like way later in the movie. And then they don't give them much of a story or personality either. You find out a little bit about their background and that's pretty much it for them also. So I don't know. So just a couple little minor things, but I still give it a 3 out of 5. And I think I'm going to go give it my customary just smile with no teeth, which is because I did enjoy it. So, but let me know your thoughts. Have you seen Wrath of Man? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Am I completely off base here? Was it a great action film, or could they have added a little bit more personality? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. As always, if you like the channel, we ask that you like, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification, and we'll be back again with another show. And hopefully Jason will be able to join me the next time. We thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.